he's booked his place in tomorrow's semi-final. His match was on court number 2. There's a big smile from the former finalist Kodai Naraoka. He is the seeded player of these two. Number 7 seed this year. Well, I can tell you that this will be a 7th meeting between these two players, and of the previous 6, honours are shared. But Guang, I was quite surprised, has won the last 3 encounters. Last time they met was in the quarter-final of the Thailand Open just 2 weeks ago. 21-15, 21-15, as you saw. Match time in Bangkok of 51 minutes. So Lu Guangzhou is 28 years of age from Suzhou in Jiangsu province. And he went down a couple of places on the world ranking 3 days ago, down to number 15. Has been a top 10 player, as you can see. That was for 9 consecutive weeks from the middle of January 2023. His 5th appearance at this particular tournament, first time he's been beyond the 2nd round, but he's done it the hard way, hasn't he? In the 1st round, had to beat the All England finalist, Li Jiahao, and then the defending champion yesterday, Shi Yuqi. So to his opponent, Kodai Naraoka, as I was telling you, he's the number 7 seed. He's gone up 1 place on the world ranking this week to number 7. Has been as high as 2. And 3 years ago, he reached the final of this event, losing out to Anthony Sinisuka Ginting in the final. That's really the first time I noticed what a fast player this man is. Well, he had 3 games against Rajawat in the 1st round and then beat the left-hander Wing Hong Yang, coming from 8-13 down in that 2nd game before winning it 21-17, so that was a marvellous comeback. 3rd tournament in 3 weeks for Kodai Naraoka, and I can't help but wonder if that perhaps will take its toll. Umpire from Germany, Poots, and the service judge from Singapore. Steen, a quick comment about 3 tournaments in 3 weeks, and of course he's almost certainly playing next week because he's a top committed player, so that will be 4 tournaments in 4 weeks for this man.
That's a toff task.
And of course, I am talking about Kodai Naraoka,
yeah,
not we're looking at Lu Guangzhou, both wearing red shirts, which is slightly confusing. Of course, they have got their names on their back, so yeah. I really shouldn't have been confused.
But yeah, especially if you go long in all the tournaments, then I wonder if you're still fresh for week 4. I would doubt it. And we saw Vitasan, who's already qualified for the semi-final. He won 2 weeks ago in Thailand, but then took the week off in Malaysia. And now playing again here, so that's another way of doing it.
Yeah. Well, I've just checked, and both these players are due to play 4 tournaments in 4 weeks.
Kodai Naraoka, Japan. And on my left, Lu Guangzhou, China.
6, 7.
Kodai Naraoka to serve. Love all. Play.
So it is the World Championship silver medalist and the former finalist at the Singapore Open, Kodai Naraoka, far side of the court against Lu Guangzhou. Oh my goodness, that's a lucky one.
Yeah.
Service over.
It's a good start to the day for the Chinese.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oi.
Now, what was that? Was that a little jump of celebration?
I think it was. He's looking all fired up, Lu Guangzu.
It wasn't that he pulled a muscle or something, is it? No.
No.
He is
It's
fired
like, come
up.
on, I'm ready to fight.
Yeah, good. Now, I think this could be quite interesting, Stephen, because I think of both of these players as exceptionally good and fast movers around the court. They retrieve an awful lot of shuttles, but both of them, I think, at times reluctant to use their attacking play.
Yeah, I see Lu Guangzu as a bit more willing to do it as compared to Kodai Naraoka.
Well,
But it's been a while since I've seen him,
Kodai.
Lu Guangzu, play, because I feel that he's been a little bit off form as of late. So it's good to see him back here.
Well, rumour has it that in the last 2 weeks, Kodai Naraoka has tried to play a much more attacking game.
Yeah. He's beaten Lu Guangzu's teammate, Wang Hongyang, in all 3 tournaments. And he's quite an attacking player, in my opinion. So, and I think it's the right way to approach it when you play in these windy arenas. We know the Nimiputra Stadium in Thailand, super windy. Ashata Arena in Kuala Lumpur, also windy. This one here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium, super windy. And Indonesia next week, there's going to be drift as well. And it makes it difficult to be a more patient player, so to speak.
5-1.
Well, this is a wonderful start by Lu Guangzu.
11-9. Play.
Yeah.
Correction.
Nice.
Definitely a change in playing style from Naraoka in that rally compared to what we've seen.
Absolutely.
Unless he's sent his identical twin brother.
Your attention, please. Flash photography is not allowed in this arena. Flash
We talked about it many times that it was, in our opinion, a necessary way to go for Naraoka, because he simply spent too much energy playing long matches against almost everybody.
Yes. Yeah, we've often spoken about the fact that we think he needs a plan B. And I think he's working on that. That's good to see. Nice.
Yep, that's super play. And it takes time to get used to play a more attacking style consistently, because we've seen him do it a couple of times. There was once, I can't recall the tournament, maybe it was it Malaysia Open once, or was it the World, I think it was the World Tour Finals against Axelsen, where Park Jubong in one of his coaching said, what do you gain from playing defensively? And he adapted a more attacking style, and it actually paid off. He didn't win the match, but I think he showed the way for many players on how to deal with Axelsen.
He came mighty close to winning.
Yeah.
He was a game in 1917 up. It was the 2022 World Tour Finals.
That's right.
The match you're talking about.
And then of course always the option of mixing it up and sort of utilizing what you know that you're good at and playing more patient in some rallies when that's needed. And can it be done, this sort of change of playing style or development of playing style? I'd rather call it a development of playing style. And it can, because he can just look at the coaching chairs of his opponent. There's a man sitting that's done it.
Yeah. Sun Jun.
Sun Jun.
There he is on the left as we're looking at them. Chow Bian, the other Chinese coach.
Excellent.
All about handle rather than power.
And also using the speed of movement in a sort of like positive way. I mean, it's also positive if you are able to get more back and defend well, but sometimes you can take the shuttles earlier and put your opponent under pressure, and that creates opportunities for relatively easy points.
Oh, that's gone wide. He obviously likes playing here at the Singapore Indoor Stadium, because this is his 4th consecutive appearance at this tournament and his 4th consecutive quarter-final or better. Kodai Naraoka. That's impressive, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, too tight. He was there, he was ready to pounce. Simply couldn't deal with it.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
I'm surprised Naraoka isn't using the back of the court more while he's playing against the drift.
Yeah.
He hasn't hit one to the back yet. Here we go.
Yep.
That's a lovely shot. Yeah. Well worked rally.
And that's a tough energy consuming rally, because he was moving a lot, and I had the same thought as you, Joel, that try to make the court a little bit bigger for Liu Guangzu, who was sort of keeping the middle of the court well, taking one step in each direction. But that's the tricky part, figuring out when is it that I can play a punch clear or a flat lift to the back line. Because you don't want to play too defensive on that far side of the court, because then your opponent is going to attack you. Given the drifty conditions here. I have to say, though, that I'm a little bit of the suspicion that it's not quite as severe as it has been the first 2 days, at least the drift alongside the court.
Well, I know my papers, my notes are all blowing about in front of me.
You the sideways drift is severe, and that helped Naraoka there.
7-9.
From right to left, the drift as we're looking down at the moment, so anything played to Naraoka's forehand side, you've got to be awfully careful that that doesn't happen, that you play it wide of the sideline. Sure, Sasaki.
Service over. 10, 11.
Yeah, that's the lengthways drift
Service
coming into
over.
play.
8, 10.
It may not be as pronounced, Steen. You've
No,
been
but it's
watching
still
it,
there.
but
It's definitely still there, and it also
Yeah.
might be just as pronounced as before. I just in the women's singles we just saw between Wang Jiyi and Pompoy Chochuwang, they really controlled the drift well. At least the lengthways drift.
9, 10.
Oh, that's a super smash.
Service over. 11-9. Interval.
So it is the unseeded Lu Guangju who has the advantage, a 2-point advantage here at the mid-game interval of the opening game.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds.
Technique game.
11-9.
Play.
Play.
So 11-9 the advantage to Lu Guangju.
12-9.
Good shot.
Yeah.
13.
He's got a little bit better power smash, Lu, than Naraoka, in my opinion. Naraoka's got that stick smash that can work well for him, but the power smash is it's a little bit missing the R in the end. It's a power smash. Too high.
Second hit. No.
That's a lovely punch, clear. And there's that
Service over.
angled attacking shot. I'm
10.
not sure you would
13.
describe that as a stick shot, but it's
No, more like a sliced,
yeah.
something in between a slice and a smash. But equally efficient.
Well, we know for sure we're guaranteed a new name on the men's singles trophy because the only two former champions in the draw, the defending champion Xiu Qi and the 2018 winner CHN, both lost in the second round.
Yeah, that's right.
Only two seeds through to quarter-final stage, one in each half of the draw. This man we're looking at, Kodai Naraoka, and of course the reigning world champion, Kunlun Guidasan.
That's perhaps also one of the things that's derived from playing 4 tournaments in 4 weeks, where a lot of the players are at least playing 3 tournaments, that we have different players doing well in different weeks. You have to be really dominant to be consistently in the semi-final of 3 tournaments, 4 tournaments that are so strong as is the case here.
Did all the hard work, and then the final attempted smash down the line really wavered. Looked to me as if he wasn't really behind the shot.
And that's what's going to be interesting to see in the second game. Lu Guangzu, he chose ends and chose to start on this near end here, just as he did when he defeated Xiu Qi yesterday. So I think he sees the far side as the best end, but perhaps the near end here is actually the better one for Kodai Naraoka, because his attack gets a little bit of help.
Well, he's challenged that. I think it may have just clipped the line. If it has, it's the outside edge.
Yeah, I agree.
No, it was wide. Well done, line judge.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Well. Play.
I'm not sure if you were able to see that. I can tell you that Kodai Naraoka was sort of twisting his back as if stretching, as if there was a bit of a problem.
16-12.
Opened up a 4-point cushion once again.
Almost lost his balance there.
Service over. 13-6.
Well, only 6 players from China have won men's singles titles here at the Singapore Open, in the Open era. I bet you remember the first.
14.
Lindan?
16.
No,
Yang
Yang.
Yang Yang. 37 years ago.
Wow.
Zhao Jinhua, he won a couple. Chen Hong, he won 2. Bao Chunlai, Chen Jin, and of course last year Xiu Qi.
Thank you.
So Lindan has never won it.
No, he withdrew from the final against Chen Jin.
14.
Yep, and that's missing
Play.
in the trophy cabinet.
Oh,
Good
that's
play.
a beauty. Yeah, that's good control too from Lu Guangzu. No wonder the verbal celebration.
17-14.
I would like to see some attacks from Naraoka go towards the backhand of Guang. Not because he doesn't have a good backhand, but I would like to see him try and utilize the sideways drift a bit.
I was going to say, though, Steen, do you not think that maybe he's a bit worried about hitting down Guang's backhand side?
Yes.
Because there's that danger of hitting wide because of the drift.
There is that danger, but the thing is that if you can control it, if you can play with the drift, you can be a huge help to you. If he can hit a good, well-placed smash around where the R in Singapore is, well, not exactly where the R is, but at the same line that was going wide, then it would be very, very difficult for Guang to return it, keep it inside the line, unless he could play it cross.
That's a short lift. Oh!
Oy, 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 oy.
That's a big miss. And of course, what Steen is talking about is that there's writing at the back of the court that actually spells out Singapore.
Exactly.
So if you're just wondering, when we see during the rallies, you'll be able to see exactly what Steen is talking about there. And I agree, that's about the angle that you've got to aim for to allow for that drift.
Yeah.
One point in it. Back level.
17 all.
That's very efficient. Is it a little bit short, the lift from Luke? No, not really. That's a great attack.
5 of the last 6 points to this man.
Oi.
Well, that's the problem with hitting cross courts in singles. Unless it's really puts your opponent under pressure, then you put yourself in dire straits.
Yeah, there was no quality in that smash from Guang. It was placed in the middle of the right-hand field.
6 of the last 7 points now to Kodai Naraoka. Of the last 8 points.
19-7.
I think it all happened since that missed smash off a very short lift. Do you remember Guang hit it into the net? And I think since then he's struggled. That will help his cause then.
It happens here. There's so much drift that you even the best will miss time a couple of shots in a match. It can be difficult to deal with, but you've just got to let it go.
It's over. 11-8.
24 minutes into the match.
Play.
Super. And that's why, in the past, I haven't been able to understand why Naraoka has just been so content to play a running game, a defensive running game.
Exactly. Here he's using his speed.
2 game point opportunities.
fantastic. Yeah, there's a challenge, and he's going to win that, Lu Guangzhou.
Called out.
Well, what an extraordinary rally. You thought it clipped the line.
Yeah, I think
I probably agree with you. Here we go. It did clip the line. Absolutely extraordinary. How on earth did he get those shuttles back? He was in all sorts of trouble.
19-20.
Well, Kodai Naraoka must be kicking himself that he didn't put that rally away.
Yeah.
Play.
8, 14.
This time, you suggested the smash down his backhand side, and that precise shot
First game won by Kodai
wins Kodai
Naraoka.
Naraoka the opening game against Lu Guangzhou. And it was directed pretty much towards the R of the Singapore side.
To make sure that it's not going wide. And he's delighted.
So he should be.
Naraoka.
21-19 in 26 minutes, having been 12-16 adrift.
相手が真ん中から外出た時に真ん中に行っちゃうからカウンター食らっちゃうからこう来たらまっすぐとしか刺す方もやっぱり内側入っちゃうからクロスの走りまっすぐそのまま一周受けたらそこからクロスの前は来ないからまっすぐをつけてその前 相手がいい体勢でラウンド入ったら結構相手も引いてる時あるからそこからドロップでスマッシュを受けるやっぱリード1回するとやっぱ全然展開変わってくるからできたら最初からリードしたいんだそしたら緩急使ってゆっくり見ながら
Called 1, 20 seconds. Called 1, 20 seconds. Einsatz. Weapon code.
13-all.
Well, the players back on court, but Kodai Naraoka not happy with the court attendants mopping of the perspiration that's dripped down onto the court surface. Well, a late surge in that opening game by Kodai Naraoka.
Play. Service over. 1.
What would you suspect that the Chinese coach Sun Jun has said to his man Lu Guangzhou?
Yeah, I think he said that he needs to take a more controlling approach himself, but he cannot afford to let Naraoka just stand there and attack him. So at the moment he's late on those shots at the front court. There's the second missed time there from Naraoka. But if he's too late on the front court, then he's going to have to lift too high. Gives Naraoka a good chance of attacking, so he needs to take them early to be able to either play it a little bit into the court in the front court, or to play a flat lift, so to put pressure on Naraoka and get him out of balance. It's basically about balance when you play in such drifty conditions here. And Naraoka, he can pretty much play the same style as he played in the first game.
Pushed it wide. Well, Guang raced to a 3-love lead in the opening game. Couldn't close it out though.
A lot of advice from Sho Sasaki to Naraoka there. I think they discussed it in the interval a lot about the drift, and it's not totally set. That's wide.
I wasn't convinced.
No, maybe it stayed in actually. I also changed my mind in the other.
That's a beauty.
It seems like he's got a bit better length on his lift here, Guang.
That's a super shot. Landed in front of that front service line. And when you're playing a drop shot from deep in courts, if it lands in front of the front service line, then you know you've hit a jolly good shot.
Yeah.
5-love.
5-love. Play.
Short.
What it deserved.
1-5.
Well, we started the tournament in the men's singles with 5 players in the draw who had contested the men's singles final at the Singapore Open in the past. The only one that remains now is the man on court, Kodai Naraoka. Oh, that was loose. Looked like he changed his mind. Missed it. Well, I thought yesterday his match against the defending champion Xiu Qi, it wasn't just a physical battle in the end. He won the third game 26-24. In fact, he'd been 20-17 up. But the emotional roller coaster, because he actually had to save 2 match points in that deciding game.
Yeah. Of play in the backhand side of Guang, and that's of course because the sideways drift makes that the most safe corner for Kodai Naraoka to play. Now the long forehand corner of Lu Guangzu is the fastest corner on the court. It's really difficult to play that with any accuracy.
Oh, that's fast forward. My goodness.
4-5.
Again, high lift. It's well done by Naraoka to follow up there.
Yeah, I like that.
That's also one of the things that you've got to sort of learn when you are not used to playing the super attacking style, to gauge what shots can I, or to judge what kind of shots can I continue my attack on and which do I just have to block.
Well, 5 straight points to Lu Guangzu, followed by 5 straight points to Kodai Naraoka.
It's well played.
And 6 straight points then Naraoka.
5.
First flat pressure to the backhand, and then this is too short. And then using the drift to his advantage. That's super play.
Play. 7-5.
Missed it.
6, 7. All.
Yeah, well, we know what he thinks about that.
Yeah. Oi.
That's a nice angle.
It's gone long.
Service over. 8, 7.
That's a bit loose, that drop shot from his backhand side. It's not the first time Naraoka, and immediately punished by Lu.
Well, it's not crisp enough, or just
It's too high and too slow, and the
and Lu can read it.
yeah.
Stepped into it. Oh, that's a shocker.
9, 8.
That's another very, very good clear from Lu Guangzhou. Hesitation from Kodai Naraoka. Should he play it? Shouldn't he? He had a little look down at the line as well. Get his spatial awareness. That one was just long.
Service over. 9, 10.
Not deep enough and not high enough, that push from Lu Guangzhou. Oh my goodness. It was just wide. He's challenging, but he won't win that challenge, I don't think.
No.
Kodai Naraoka challenge is called out.
I'm pretty certain that was just wide, even though the drift was trying to bring it back in. Here we go. Clearly wide. So it is Lu Guangzhou who has the advantage, albeit just a 1-point advantage here at the mid-game interval of the second game.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Eleven, 10. Play.
So just 1 point the advantage to Lu Guangzhou here in the second game. Kodai Naraoka having won the first. Now, to me, Steve, I mean, that downward shot from Kodai Naraoka was towards the centre of the court, and it had no power on it. What on earth is he trying to achieve with that?
Just trying to play a sort of like neutralize a neutral shot, but it's not of the right quality.
That's right. Wide.
There's been way too many easy mistakes from Naraoka here the last 6-7 rallies. The good thing is that he's only down 10-13 from his perspective after falling down 5-0 in the opening.
Missed it.
Service over. 11-13.
You know, I think this man, Lu Guangzhou, looks emotionally a bit spent.
I was looking at him and I said that I saw him as a reasonable attacking player, but when I look at him now, it seems to me that he's lost some of his speed, so he can't really change his pace, or very, very rarely does it, because if the opponent gets to it, then he's got trouble getting to the next one. And I have the feeling that this match is Naraoka's to either win or lose. Lu Guangzhou is gonna play solid, and he's not gonna lose the match by doing something that's not clever or anything. But he's also got trouble sort of deciding his own fate, the way I see it.
Brilliant.
There was an example.
Service over, 12-40.
I feel he's lost some of his speed.
He may be right, but I mean,
Thank you.
he just seems a little flat in his body language, in his, you know, he was so pumped up yesterday. It was such an emotional roller coaster.
That's right.
And I think that he's emotionally a little drained.
Play.
Yeah, that's quite possible. I would still like to see Naraoka be better at utilizing the left-hand side of the court. Lu Guangzhou's forehand, be better to use the sideways drift.
I love this finish, though. Look at that reverse slice. Isn't that super? Yeah, did well to get out of trouble there, Naraoka.
14 all.
Yeah, that crouch defence. Amazing. I don't think my knees would put up with that. Not sure yours would either, Steen.
Oh, there would be meniscus flying all over the arena.
14 all. Ah, that's a beauty. That is a beauty. He used the sideways drift there because when it left the racket, I thought it was going to go wide.
Yeah.
Just shows how much sideways drift there is. 4 straight points to go into the lead. Kodai Naraoka.
He's got to cover that backhand much more, Lu Guangzhou.
Yeah, he read that one. That backhand rock. He was standing there waiting for it.
Service over. 15 all.
Watch lose movement there. As soon as Naraoka turned his back, so he was going to play the high backhand, Lu Guangzhou was stepping forward to the net.
Yeah.
Good anticipation.
There was another loose drop shot from the backhand. Another one. That's a beauty.
That is lovely. Yeah, my goodness, look at the gulps of air.
16-50. Right.
You know, it's remarkable because the style of play in recent months, years of Kodai Naraoka, it's as if he's saying to his opponents, I'm much fitter than you. I'll just outlast you the whole time. And I think recently he's been seen to be fatiguing and looking more tired of the two players earlier on than his opponents sometimes. I don't think that opponents have been taken in by that. I can just outrun you.
No, the thing is that if you control your opponent, it doesn't matter how much better shape he's in than you. As long as he's doing all the running. I don't think Lin Dan was in that great shape stamina-wise towards the end of his career, but he was still winning a lot of matches. He was still outlasting a lot of his younger opponent because they were doing all the running.
Oh,
good play.
That's a lovely smash.
17.
That's just about the first body smash I think we've seen from Luke Guang. Very effective it was too.
Kodai, get ready.
Umpire getting a little irritated by how long
18-50.
Kodai Naraoka is taking in between points. I suspect the umpire is not the only one. 3-point advantage and 3 points away from forcing a third and deciding game. Liu Guangzhou. Beautiful. That's one of the first
Service
in
over.
the second game that he's smashed down the forehand side, isn't it?
There's been a couple of others, but I think he's used it way too little. And the thing is that when he gets to it, Liu Guangzhou, he needs to play it a little bit back into the court. If he just tries to play it straight, it's going to drift wide.
Beautiful.
Service over.
There's 3
19.
different smash placements. One on the right sideline, one on the body, and one on the left sideline. That's fantastic by Liu Guangzhou.
And he's earned himself 4 game point opportunities.
20.
Liu Guangzhou.
60.
Six of the last 7 points, perhaps more importantly, the momentum very much with this man. Missed it. Off balance when he played that.
Service over. 17-20.
One game all, 21-17.
Second game
The
won by
response from
21,
Lu Guangzhou,
1 game all.
and the umpire confirms it is one game all. 56 minutes into the match, and we will be treated to a third and deciding game.
やっぱりリード展開から始まっちゃってるから、なんとかもう5点ぐらいでも最後持たなくてもいいから、5点ぐらいまでなんとかリードできれば、その中でちょっと悩んできたり、自分のイメージちょっとできるから、ちょっと5点までちょっと出し切るぐらいちょっとこだわってたりする。やっとバレてるとしてもちょっとそのまま一回落ち着かないで使ってみたい。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So the players back on court. Third and deciding game.
Final game.
Number 7 seed Kodai Naraoka having won the first, 21-19. But a great response from Lu Guangzhou, winning the second, 21-17. So a semi-final, the reward for whoever wins this deciding game.
Part 2, 20 seconds. Part 2, 20 seconds.
For whichever player, it will be a third semi-final of the year, because Kodai Naraoka was in the semi-final of the Malaysian Open in January, and then last week at the Malaysia Masters, whereas Lu Guangzhou reached the final of the Badminton Asia Championships in Ningbo, and was semi-finalist 2 weeks ago at the Thailand Open. So two players who've been in good form of late.
Service over. 1-all.
It's going to be interesting to see how this third game unfolds. I felt that Naraoka ran a little bit out of ideas towards the end of the second game, and it was good to see Lu Guangzhou sort of take the opportunity, attack when the possibility was there.
That was an amazing net exchange. My goodness.
1.
Tumble net shot after tumble net shot.
Don't watch the replay. Stay on.
Yeah, and look at the body language again of Kodai Naraoka.
Missed it big time. A drop shot.
It must give your opponent a bit of a lift when you look so despondent on the board.
And at the moment, it looks like Liu has got better shot quality.
That's the curse of the commentator.
Yeah, but again, that's something that can be exploited by Naraoka, that the cross defense of Liu Guangzu went wide, so that means that he's not going to try and cross defend anytime soon, so you can follow up straight. Next time Naraoka attacks, he can follow up. Now, well, it did actually. That's credit to Liu Guangzu for getting it towards the middle. Simply not placed well enough. Good follow-up this time, but it's placed in the middle of the right-hand field there. It's too easy to defend. Sideways drift would help it in, so he can go rather sharp for the lines, Naraoka. Again, middle of the service field. That's where it needs to be. The last one.
Naraoka was at walking pace in that rally.
Service over. 3-5.
Look at him. Look at him.
8-6. Thank you. Five. Play.
That's a super
Service
shot.
over. 6-3.
I wonder in a way whether Naraoka sort of lulled Liu Guangzu into a slower pace, and now he's suddenly upped a bit of intensity. Tried that same shot again. But he played a nice
Service
winner
over.
just a moment ago.
4-7. Service over. 8-4.
Looks like it's very difficult to time the attack from the near side here.
Brilliant at it stage. A remarkable defensive shot from Guang.
20, next point, 30.
And finds the net with that net shot. That was quite remarkable at the front of the court. Look at that shot. Gone way past him.
Thank you. Service
He
over.
got that well to that.
5-9.
Lovely deception. Set it all up. Got Naraoka out of balance.
Oh, magnificent.
6-9.
I didn't think it was a particularly short lift, was it?
No,
No, it wasn't at all. That's a fabulous smash.
a good sharp placement.
Thank you. Six, 9. Play.
Wonderful.
7, 9.
Threaded it down the line.
He's tired.
Yeah.
Naraoka.
8, 9.
That's what I was alluding to a little earlier.
Yeah.
You know, he's played this running game with the belief that he could outlast whoever he was playing against, but I think he's the one that's, in so many of his matches, is getting tired quicker.
Yeah.
Eight, 9. Play.
So an hour and 10 minutes. One game all. And just 1 point deficit. And the decider now back level.
9 all.
It was a tame point.
14-30.
Under the net.
Too steep.
10, 9.
Broke a string. Naraoka.
6 straight points now for Lu Guangzhou.
Men's singles quarterfinals. Let's welcome Lee Chik-yu.
We started off this match, Lu Guangzhou. Was it the first rally where he gave a little hop and a skip at the end of, you know, we both said he's so fired up. And I'm beginning to see that glint in his eye again.
He's played poise.
Interval. CHN.
And on a run of 7 straight points, Lu Guangzhou changes ends in this deciding game with a 2-point advantage.
Japan. Court 2.
Over 56.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Over 17, 15.
Eleven, 9. Play.
18, 15.
So the advantage with the unseeded Lu Guangzhou. Never previously beyond the second round, and this is his 5th appearance at the Singapore Open.
12.
And he's now on a run of 8 straight points.
19, 15.
What on earth has happened to Kodai Naraoka?
Oi, 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 oi. Oh, he twisted his ankle.
13, 9. Kodai, stand up.
Oh, it only went very, very slightly. It didn't go completely over. Nine straight points for Lu Guangzhou.
Play.
Shot. Super shot.
10 straight
14,
points.
9.
20, 15.
it's a serious question, Steve. What on earth has happened to Kodai Naraoka?
First of all, he's gotten tired, and he doesn't have the right shot quality.
Yeah, good umpiring.
Maybe as he got tired, the shot quality decreased, but he's simply not able to put it accurately enough. Close to the lines, close to the net.
12 straight points. 13 straight points.
Strong, I think.
17.
Or what?
9.
No? Lu Guangzhou, he's ready to play now. He senses that.
Yeah, look at the way he skipped to the net there.
And that's gone wide. Oi! I don't think he needed to play that.
Yeah, nor do I. Well, finally the run of points comes to an end with 13 straight points.
17.
He's really put a very different complexion on this deciding game. Four-9 down.
13 straight points.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I mean, it's just extraordinary.
Yeah.
I said there was the glint in the eye. You could see it in his face that, yeah, now I believe that
It's going to work.
Yeah.
The plan's going to work.
Well, I don't think I can really remember a capitulation like this in men's singles. I mean, I understand that, what was it, 3 or 4 rallies ago, it was a slight twist of the ankle, but that doesn't explain losing 15 of the last 16 points.
Boy, lucky net call, yeah. No, but if you feel the fatigue,
11-19.
you feel the lactic acid build up in your legs, then that also plays on your mind and you make different choices.
Yeah, what I was really trying to get at was that I didn't think it was the ankle injury that you could put down to this.
No, I don't think so.
Capitulation, really. That's going wide. Oh, he's taken it. That's a super shot. Well, there might be another twist in the tail yet, you know, Steen.
Yeah.
We've seen stranger things happen. That was going well wide. Touch the net, says the umpire. Well, let's have another look at this.
Match point 12.
I didn't see it. But it's match points now for Lu Guangzhou. And that's 17 of the last 20 points won by Lu Guangzhou. Absolutely extraordinary. Well, I wouldn't have predicted that, Steen.
No, it was a great effort by Lu Guangzhou. He stick to his plan throughout the match and he simply wore Naraoka down.
21. Well.
Yeah, they're happy in the Chinese camp.
So Guang through to the semi-final, coming from a game deficit 19-21, 21-17, 21-12 in an hour and 20 minutes. Welcome back to the Singapore Indoor Stadium, part of the Singapore Sports Hub, a wonderful facility. Next up, we turn our attention to women's doubles, and it's the beaten finalists from 6 years ago, Kim Hye-jeong and Kong Ki-young, up against the Oceania champions, Ronja Somerville and Angela Yu. As far as the women's doubles draw is concerned, 5 different nationalities, 6 seeds at the quarterfinal stage, only 2 seeds in the bottom half of the draw. And you can see that one of those seeds has already been beaten. Pearly Tan and Tina Muralitharan in a wonderful match against Jia Yifan, the Olympic champion, and Chang-Chu Jian. So who will they play in tomorrow's semi-final?
Women's doubles quarterfinals. Let's welcome Kim Hye-jeong and Kong Ki-young, Korea.